Patience is definitely a virtue, something that has to be practiced. One thing I have to practice a lot. See, second time lucky. Good morning, Facebookers. Thank you for joining me. There we go. I can see we are now live. We'll share that publicly. Good morning. Who's first in this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Lisa. Lisa Sinclair, you're the first person in, followed by Isla. Good morning. Good morning, Deirdre. Good morning, Emma. Right, let's share this in one more place and then we are good to go. Let's share it in here. And that's it. Good. There we go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. This is day 2 on writing your future, creating your future. And today is all about the superhero inside you. And today is going to be pretty challenging for some of you to hear what I have to say. But, as your coach, a coach doesn't always tell you what type of coach would you want. Think about this. Every day when we do this, I always encourage you to get a pen and paper, take some notes. And if I ask you to write something down, write it down. This is something I definitely would encourage you to write down, which is what type of coach would you want to have? If you could have any coach in the world, how would you want that coach to be with you? Would you want them to be, oh, you're lovely? Oh, would you want them to hug you all the time? Or would you want them to be really aggressive, like, you idiot, you can't do nothing? Or would you want someone just to be really honest and really upfront? What type? You want 1, 2, or 3? Someone who's like, oh, come on, hugs and kisses. Would you want a number 2? Just say 1, 2, or 3. A 2 is someone who's like, come on, get out of bed, do it now. You're an idiot, you're a loser, come on. Or would you want a 3? Someone who is just totally honest and upfront with you and tells you what you need to hear when you need to hear it. Shows you some tough love from time to time, but also commends you when you do something well. What type of coach would you want? It's really, it's such an important question. Good morning, Casey. We have our podcast coming out today at 7:30. Good morning, everyone. What type of coach would you want? Come on, tell me. By the way, quickly, bottom left-hand corner, if you haven't shared this, share it. Bottom left-hand corner. Just do that little bit to get this information out there, because I tell you, what I'm about to say, everyone needs to hear this. It's like a message. You say, Pete, what's your message to the world? Well, I'm going to say it today, okay? But I'm just going to wait for a few seconds. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Sarah. This is going to, see, you're all saying the type of coach that you would want. You'd want someone who's firm, someone who was just told you what you need to know. Because today, if you see me as that coach number 3, carry on watching. If you want the number 1 or number 2, then you might want to turn off, because that's not me. I can be really firm with people, but I find the best way is just to be honest and upfront. So, are you ready? Good morning, Tom Heron. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Gemma. Gemma Taylor has joined us. Big shout out to one of the strongest and most amazing people, almost the craziest people in the world there, but she's not crazy. She's just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, let's have a real honesty moment here. The story of your life. Because this is what we're talking about this week, creating your life. Now think about it. Your life up until this moment. How much of what has happened because you wrote about it. You thought about it. You thought, I am going to create this life. You put some real thought into it. Or how many of you, your life has happened more through circumstances, more through hope. Now, I don't know how many of you buy the lottery, but really, successful people do not do the lottery. They just don't. Successful people are superheroes in terms of creating the life they want, not by luck, not by chance, but by design. So let's be really honest here. Are you happy with the life that you have? Are you 100% blissfully happy? You don't want anything. You don't want to be slimmer, fitter, healthier, happier, more confident. You're just happy. This is it. I'm here. There is no gap. There's me. There's where I want to be. No, there's no gap. I am exactly where I want to be. I'm not working on anything that is important in my life. This is it. Now, if you are one of those people, you're probably just watching this because this is entertaining to you. It's better than watching the news. This is fairly inspirational, isn't it? But the fact of the matter is, let's be honest, you are not where you want to be. And if you want to get to where you want to be, you've got to stop being a victim. That's what we looked at yesterday, the hero's journey in your life. Many of us have been playing the role as a victim. Poor me. Why does this happen to me? I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. So I said yesterday, how many of you are really up for not playing the victim? If you want to not play the victim, then all of a sudden, you then start becoming the minority. The minority of people around the world who are going, you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to be the hero in my own life. If you want to be the hero in your own life, think about this. Think of any film you've ever watched that you like. I don't know, whether it be Star Wars, whether it be Alice in Wonderland, whether it be any film that you could pretty much think of, you'll see that there is a script, and the script follows a certain form where that person's maybe living a fairly normal life, and all of a sudden they go into a world where they're massively tested. They have to slay dragons. They have to fight the dark forces. Luke. We have to face our demons. And then what tends to happen, especially in things like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, we are tested, then we come back home, and we come back home stronger than we were when we started. So this is it. I'm telling you, there is a seed inside you that was sown a very long time ago, a seed for greatness, a seed for you to make a difference, a seed for you to use the gifts that you have. But many of us belittle the gifts that we have, the gift is doing something that you enjoy doing. In most cases, it's something you actually enjoy doing. And in many cases, it is of service to the world. Now, that seed is inside you. Now, in order for that seed to come, you have to wake up and realize, you know what? I want to be the hero in my own life. By the way, go and Google what the word hero means. Do you want me to tell you what it means? Because is everyone with me on this? Everyone got some thumbs up on this? That if you want to create the life that you want, and I'm not going to go into too much depth because we've got all week, and it's this. When you do watch a film, it's a couple of hours long. Even if it's Lord of the Rings and you watch all of them, all the Harry Potter films, how much time does that add up to? How many Harry Potter films are there? Hannah, how many? 7. So let's say they're 2 hours each. Let's say, or 2.5 hours. Let's say maximum of 20 hours. That's one day. Or just, I don't know, Superman. It's a few hours long. Why do they keep making Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky 5, Rocky Balboa, Creed? Because it's tapping into your mind to get you to watch it. Because the story hasn't finished. Even when you think it has, they come back with another one. That's your life. It pulls on your heartstrings because you want to create a better life. If you want to create a better life, what are you doing about it? Because you can't play around with this stuff. It's something you have to commit to. Because if you don't commit to it, you go back to playing the victim. That's what everyone else is doing. And the demons and the enemies in your life, they're not necessarily people outside of you. It's what you're doing in here to yourself. The sabotage. And we are going to do some amazing work on this over the next few weeks and months and years. Because I'm going to show up for you. I'm going to be a superhero in your life. And many of you, your life will never be the same because you have really dedicated yourself to self-improvement. And you show up here every day for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and you go to work on yourself. Because listen, this is the last thing. And then let's finish. I want you to really start thinking about where do I want my life to be? To begin with the end in mind. One of the most famous books ever written on personal development, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Begin with the end in mind. We will really go into depth with this tomorrow. But finally, listen. Even in the seasons, there are 4 seasons, 365 days. I know that's backwards. 365 days of you really going to work on yourself. Because there are 4 seasons. And it takes time for things to grow. We live in a world now, we want everything now. We want to watch the film and in the 2 hours we see someone's complete life. We see so much. Life is not like that. If you want to really reap the rewards of the capabilities that you have to go to work. The difference between being creative or thinking creative and being a creative person in production is hard work. It doesn't necessarily have to be really hard work, but it's rituals. This is the words I want you to write down. What are the rituals that you need to make ritualistic in your life every single day that become a no-brainer? How many of you, show me some hearts right now, if your life is better because of My 365, because you show up every day if you can at 7 a.m. or you watch it later if you're watching this on catch up. Hi, I'm still here. Show me some hearts if this is changing your life. Look at this. This is real. This isn't someone just, oh, we just press it just for a laugh. This is people saying, no, this is mine. I've got to invest in me. I've got to work on me. And it takes time. It takes effort. It's not always easy, but is it worth it? Because the biggest dragon that you are going to face is your dragon inside you that is trying to tell you, distract you, and put you down another path. If you want to be the hero in your life, write this. It's time for you to show up. It doesn't mean you have to save the world, but you could save the world by saving yourself and deciding, I want to be the best version of myself. Now, listen, I only go into certain amounts of information, of inspiration. You all know you have an opportunity to work closely with me, and that's My 365 Elite. And we are closing the doors on that on Thursday at 7 p.m. Click on the link in the Facebook post and go and see what we are offering the world. It's an opportunity for you to have access to an amazing community of people who are that much more serious about going that much more deeper into actualizing and changing their life. 66p a day, £20 a month. Even if you do it for a few months and it's not for you, you can leave. But if you want to have access, especially to the information about making this the best year yet, go and check out Elite. If it's not for you, it's fine. I'm still going to do this. I'm still going to show up. Why? Because you know and I know we need that. I had it in my life. Many people who have shown up for me, I'm showing up for you. I love every single one of you. And by the way, we will do a week on love, won't we, Hannah? Yeah. On the week of Valentine's, it's going to be the week of love. And love doesn't necessarily, it's love, what we would probably call 2.0, but I'm going to call it 3650. Thank you so much for tuning in. Spend a bit of time today, the thought for the day, and ask yourself, do you really want to be the hero in your own life? Go and find out what the word means, what the word hero really means. And let's do some introspection today. And let's take you and your life to a whole new level. Writing your future means, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go in the next 6 weeks? What is wildly important to you? What is wildly important to you for the next 6 months, the whole year? Pick one thing. You might say, I just want to be fitter, healthier, stronger. If that's what you want to do, go to work on it. Start your day here, 7 o'clock or earlier. Go to work on spending the first 90 minutes of your day, ideally, or the first hour in your day, working on the things that are important. Thank you so much for all the hearts. Who's going to take some action? Show me some thumbs up. You can be the hero, but you've got to stop being the victim. Got to stop. Guys, have an incredible day. Tomorrow we will look at how to begin with the end in mind. Take the end and bring it to today. Work out what's important, what you need to do every single day to write your future, to write the future now. Thank you so much. Much love. By the way, guys, follow me on Instagram, Pete Cohen _, Pete Cohen _. And I'm looking for every single one of you to share the experience of changing your life. There's nothing better than taking pictures, hashtagging My365 Project Me, or just My365. Share your inspiration, share your journey, show the investment that you're making in yourself every single day. Much love. We'll see you tomorrow.